Hey guys, what is up? It is Dominic, and in this video, we're going to be covering SMMA. SMMA stands for Social Media Marketing Agency, and the reason I'm covering this is because it's such a hot topic right now, and it has been for the last few years. There are so many gurus coming out saying, start your own SMMA, get 10 clients, $2,000 a month per client, 20 grand a month. They're selling courses for thousands and thousands of dollars. It's kind of ridiculous, I'll be honest. I'm not trying to start any YouTube feuds here, but I want to be honest. I want to be real with my people. Anyone in here thinks they're going to start a social media marketing agency and they're just going to get rich in, the first 2-3 months. They're going to close 15 clients. They're going to write off on their private jet and they're never going to look back. Because I have experience in this, I can weigh in on this topic. I know what it's like to make money with a social media marketing agency. I know how hard it is. And most importantly, I know the difference between running a marketing agency and running a SaaS company. If you don't know what SaaS is, it's software as a service. I use this amazing platform called High Level. That's what you're seeing right now to run an actual software company. Yes, you heard that right. Software where you can charge $97, $297, or even $497 a month. You can change these to whatever you want. And as you'll notice, these aren't $2,000 a month, $1,500 a month, $2,500 a month. They're significantly smaller, and I'll explain why. But I would like to formally introduce myself before I go any further. My name is Dominic Baptist. I am the #1 affiliate for High Level in the entire world. So trust me, I definitely know what I'm talking about. I have made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars just in the last few months. And no, it was not from running a social media marketing agency. It was by leveraging the power of High Level and software as a service. Now, yes, there are marketing components, of course, in SaaS. And that's actually what I'm going to use this video to talk about. Can you connect the two? Can you be successful with a social media marketing agency? Of course you can. How can you leverage one and utilize the other? How can you mix high-ticket clients with low-ticket clients? If you stick around to the end, I'm going to cover all of this. I will also reveal how you can get my free course and a free 30-day trial. Yes, 30 days free on the entire software. If you sign up through High Level, you only get 14 days. If you sign up with my affiliate link through High Level, you get 30 days. Just a little perk of being one of the top affiliates in the world. But either way, let's get into it. So, social media marketing agencies. Basically what this is you're going to be cold calling a bunch of business owners. It's going to be pretty awkward, and you're going to be asking them for a ton of their money so that you can run their ads. Which, let's be honest, for most local businesses, they don't need any special ad treatment. They just need a good offer, a pretty standard ad, and some follow-up systems in the back. And as time goes on and on, more companies are realizing this every single day. And with all these new young entrepreneurs coming out of the woodwork and saying, hey, I can run your ads for $2,000 a month. And then they get the sale, they run the ads for like 2 months, they realize it's not working, the profit margins aren't there, the business owner is upset, the marketing agency is failing, and the only one winning at all is Facebook and Google, which they seem to win every time anyway. So it just never seems to add up for almost anyone. But I'd love to take this time to show you guys my approach, what I would do if I had to start over from scratch, and what I did in the beginning of my SaaS company, which, yes, was running ads for companies, and how I transitioned from a marketing agency over to a SaaS agency, and I never looked back. So let's get into it. So let's start with Facebook ads. Obviously, this is going to be the main component. Everybody who is running a social media marketing agency, they all say the same thing. I'm going to run your Facebook ads. I'm going to run your Google ads. Most of the time it is Facebook. So we're going to cover that in this video. So in a nutshell, you're probably going to prospect, cold call, do whatever you have to do to get on the phone with a business owner. And you're going to ask them questions and say, hey, I can book you more appointments. I can book you 15, 20, 30 more appointments, which is great. And you probably can do that, but they want to know how. And of course, you need to know how. So this is most likely how you are going to do it. You're going to run some type of lead generation campaign on Facebook, cross your fingers and hope that it works. And I will give it up to Facebook and Google. They come out with new stuff all the time that just makes it easier and easier and easier for everyday people to run ads. And then every once in a while, they switch the algorithm and make it impossible, but that's just Facebook. Either way, this is what I did for my clients and what I do for my own businesses, and it seems to work very well. So we click over here on create new campaign. We are more than likely going for leads. Every business wants leads. That's what they want. That's what marketing really is. We're trying to get leads. We're not trying to build traffic or awareness or engagement. We want more leads. So let's go for leads, press continue. Now I'm going to go through this section pretty fast. This is not an example of me setting up ads. I just want to show you guys the main techniques that I use with High Level to leverage a social media marketing agency and SaaS, and how you can leverage them both to basically win with high ticket and low ticket. So of course, the first thing is the campaign name. So we'll just call this SaaS test, and we'll scroll down here to categories. If we don't have a category, we obviously will leave this blank. But if you do fit in one of these categories, you better choose it or they will remove your ad. Then we'll scroll down a little bit more and we'll press next. Now here's why we chose lead generation campaign, so that we can use instant forms. Instant forms are really cool. They're very clean, The customer or consumer doesn't even have to leave Facebook in order to fill out a form, in order to get in touch with the business owner. So it's awesome. It makes things fast, quick, it's easy. So we're going to stick with instant forms. And you can actually integrate instant forms with high level, create a follow-up campaign, and that's where the magic actually starts to happen. That's where ads actually work. But we'll get to that part later. Let's scroll down a little bit more. We'll head on down to budget. Obviously, pick any budget that you want or any budget that your client is okay with. I'll be honest, for most of my clients, I'm doing anywhere from $5, $10 to $15 a day. Scroll down a little bit more. We do not like to have end dates. End dates kind of, I don't know if this is 100% true. I've heard it from a lot of people, but as soon as you put an end date on an ad, Facebook kind of recognizes that and they're not going to help you as much with the algorithm. They're going to be like, oh, well, this guy's going to stop spending money with this, on November 10th. So we might as well not show him to as many people. But if you don't have an end date, Facebook thinks you're going to spend money with them forever, and therefore they're going to reward you. So now let's scroll down a little bit more. This is where you can do custom audiences. I don't actually do this very often for any local outreach. If I'm doing a local business and I'm doing like a roofer, a plumber, real estate agent, I do not create a custom audience. I don't look for behavioral interests. I don't look for any of that stuff, guys. Facebook is very, very smart. They're going to find your audience. They're going to figure it out over time. And then maybe you can make a lookalike audience or a custom audience out of the 1,000 people that clicked on the ad. But you'll never know that because, for instance, what if I targeted people who are interested in homes, who are interested in buying new homes for a realtor, and I miss out on 10 people who showed no interest on Facebook that they were interested in new homes, but they were interested in new homes? Or what happens a lot, you find an uncle or an aunt or a sibling of that person who's looking at a home for someone else. That happens all the time. Hey, I was looking at a home for my daughter. Well, what if that person didn't come up in the interest? You never know, especially with local outreach. So keep it broad, and then you'll have more room to find that audience later on. But either way, we're going to scroll down here. And obviously for location, you don't want to target the entire United States or, the entire country that you're in. You're most likely running this for a local business. So we're going to edit this. We're going to pick the town or area that we're in. And you will notice over here on the far right that our estimated audience size will go down significantly, which is good. So now that we have all that figured out, we can scroll down here again. This is optional, but I'm not a huge fan of this type of placement. I usually do manual placements. And of course, if the business owner is not running Instagram ads, which I don't really recommend running Instagram ads, I would probably click this off and I'd click off audience network. I would honestly just run feeds, just Facebook feeds. I would take off marketplace, Facebook video feeds, unless it's a video, of course. Scroll down a little bit more, business explorer, take it off Facebook stories and Facebook reels, anything off in stream, anything off search, in article, and there you go. Now we're only showing it on Facebook feeds. This basically just allows the entire budget to be used properly. All the money is now going into one spot and hopefully a better ROI. You should also see your estimated audience size go down, but either way, we will scroll down again and then we will press next. We can name the ad something to keep it organized, but we're going to skip that for now. Make sure you're connected to the business Facebook page. And here comes the important part, choosing the actual ad, a photo or a video. Now I want to weigh in on this, what I've seen work and what I've seen not work. So of course, this completely is dependent on the business that you're running this for. However, what I see work very, very well in local outreach methods are extremely casual photos. Like I think people look for the most professional, amazing photos. They want a professional photographer. They think that's going to work. They find something amazing on Google. And fun fact, that actually comes off as more spammy than anything else. What people want to see is a photo taken on your iPhone. Something so simple that hey, this is a local business. I can tell these guys are next to me. I can tell they're real. It almost looks like a regular post you'd see from a friend or a family member. Those work so much better. Because imagine if you did this for a chiropractor or something. And in the photo, it's someone that you actually knew. It's someone you knew in that town that was getting adjusted. Then everyone else in that town is scrolling through and they're seeing, hey, I actually know that person too. Or maybe this person knows that person. It becomes a conversation starter. And that awareness and relatability could definitely lead to, leads. So that's just a simple example I like to give. I'd also like to point out that for this company I'm running this for right now, it's actually one of my construction businesses. We've done ads that are extremely professional and we take a lot of time into editing it and doing all of these production value things. And the ad does worse than just a regular photo of one of our machines. That's true. We have had a regular photo of our machine, just a regular photo, do better than a full drone shot video, edited, looks amazing, and a freaking photo did better because it's more realistic. People see that and they're like, oh yeah, I need that machine. I need help with that in my backyard, something like that. So it's crazy. It's almost the exact opposite of what you expect. So we're going to do a single image or video. We're going to scroll down here and we're going to pick the image. And here we go. The image we chose was a before and after pic. So you can see before and then you can see right after it. These do pretty well. They're not our best performing ads, but they definitely show kind of our work. So this could definitely be something that you do for a client. Say, hey, do you have a before picture and an after if they're in an industry that's similar to that? or just a photo of them doing work in general. And then we're going to scroll down here. We're going to put in a primary text, a headline, and a description. This part doesn't matter too much. I've never really had like an amazing primary text and headline that got me a bunch of leads. I think it's all pretty basic. Hey, do you need land clearing? This is our work, yada, yada, yada. Nothing too crazy. I'll be honest, I don't think people read the description too often, but maybe showing how to get in touch and stuff like that, and putting it in the description there could help. And then you're going to scroll down here, and instead of sign up, we're going to do learn more. Then we're going to scroll down even more, and this is where the magic happens. We create the actual instant form, what people are going to be filling out. So no, this is not directly leading to a funnel or a website or anything like that. We're creating a form inside of Facebook that the lead can fill out and then get in touch. And creating forms is very simple. You're going to click create form. You will name the form. It's very important to name the form because what we do next, you're going to need to organize your forms and actually understand the names of them, or you're going to have a difficult time. Trust me, you'll find out in a second why. We're going to go more volume, and then we're going to go over to intro. We're probably just going to use the image from the ad, but if that image does end up covering it up like this, then maybe we could switch it out and use a different image. That's up to you and what you think looks best. Then we'll scroll down here. We're going to put in a headline. We can say something like need excavation or land clearing. Obviously, this will change depending on what business you're running this for, but basically the main headline will be the offer. What are you offering? What are you doing? What's the service? And you can do a paragraph or a list. I think lists look a lot better. For instance, if we were doing land clearing, we could say something like tree removal, stump removal, land clearing, mowing, excavation, stuff like this. Just putting down a list of all the different things that you can do or that business can do. They look a lot better, a lot more smooth, and we'll stick with that instead of writing a giant paragraph that no one's going to read. Scroll down. Click on questions. And this is probably the most important aspect of the entire form. What are the questions that you're going to be asking? What is the information that you're trying to get from that customer? So the default is email and full name. We also want the phone number. It's very important. We're a big texting community here. Obviously on SaaS, we love our text message opportunities. So we are going to be asking for their phone number, and you do not do that by adding a question. We're going to scroll down here and we're going to add a category. So click plus category, contact fields, and phone number. And I usually organize this by putting full name first, then phone number, then email. Sometimes I'll switch these two, so they'll put their email in next and then the phone number. That way they're pretty much done with the form and then they just get to the phone number part. But you can try different variations and see which one works better for you. Then you're going to add a description in the enter message here. So basically you can see the examples, but it's going to be saying like, hey, this is how we're going to be using your information. I usually say something like, we will be using your information so that you can get in touch with us easily if you want to book an appointment or something like that. That's usually the message that I put right there. Then I'll go down to privacy policy. I'll add a custom disclaimer. I'll add a link and a link text. This is all pretty basic stuff. They even tell you kind of what to say and what to do. If you click add custom disclaimer, they give you an option right here you can just copy. So nothing too crazy. If you're looking for a link, I've had people use, their Facebook page links for this. I've had people use their websites for this. So don't get too worked up if you don't have a privacy policy. You can use a link like that. Then we'll scroll down a little bit more. You'll add a little text and saying, hey, this is how we're going to use your information. And then we'll go to message for leads. This is where you'll say, hey, thanks, you're all set. And you can put a description. I usually put like, hey, we just sent you a text. Make sure to check it out. Or check out our website to view more photos and stuff like that. And then you can link your website at the bottom and put view website for the call to action. And that is it. You are now completely set up. You've set up your ad and you are ready for the leads to come in and for you to make $2,000 every single month. I'm kidding. We still have more to do in the actual SaaS side of things. We're going to head over to high level next. I'm going to show you how to do that. And I'm also going to bring up the fact that maybe $2,000 a month, $1,500 a month, even with an awesome ad like this, still might not result in success. And we're going to talk about how to get around that as well. And here's where the magic actually happens. This is where you take an existing ad like the one we just made and actually make it work. So once again, I'm using the awesome software called High Level, where you can literally repackage this entire platform and resell it for an affordable price to business owners who very much need it. And so here's how we're going to make this ad work that much better. So the section of High Level that I'm in right now is the automation section. This is where you can literally automate any type of message or really anything you want inside of the business. So for instance, my trigger event is at the top. The trigger event is going to trigger all of these different things to occur. These are follow-up text messages with a wait time in between. How long does it wait until the next text gets sent out? And so on and so forth. Very simple, nothing too difficult. You do not have to be a super genius to own your own software company anymore. Just watch some of my videos, you'll understand immediately. So we're gonna go to the top here and click on the trigger link, which as you can see, the one that I chose was when a Facebook form is submitted. And the form is the one that we just built inside of the system. Now, yes, this is one that I've already built previously. I did build one called excavation and land clearing, but I did it the exact same way that I just showed you guys. So now whenever someone fills out this form, What happens next? Well, the first thing that's going to happen is an internal notification. So we're going to get notified, me and my partner, the business owners, are going to get a text message that says contact name just signed up for the Facebook ads. So now we both know we just got a lead, and we can make sure to go check on that lead if maybe they're not responding. We can call them if we want, but either way, we know someone filled out the form. And then immediately after that, the person that filled out the form, the customer or lead, is going to get a text message. And this is my favorite initial text that you can ever send in any contact form at all. Is this contact's first name? I know that sounds simple and ridiculous, but it works very well because they just filled out a form for a certain service or product, and now they're getting a text from a random number that's asking if this is them. They have no idea who this random number is, so most of the time, usually 75% of the time, they're going to respond with yes or no. So if they say yes, then this entire automation stops, comes to a complete halt, because we did what we wanted to do. We got a response out of a lead. That's what you always want. You want to get a response out of a lead. And then if they don't respond, then of course we wait a little bit longer. We send another follow-up SMS, which is going to be a completely different message. This is Custom Property Solutions following up about a possible land clearing or excavation job. Can we assist you in these areas? Just simple stuff like that. Make sure all of the messages are different and just keep following up. I usually do about 6 or 7 follow-ups depending on the industry. If they don't answer after the 7th follow-up after about 2 weeks, then they're probably a dead lead. They're not going to work. But most of them are probably going to answer within the first few texts, and then it becomes the business owner's job to set up the appointment and go from there, because you did what you were supposed to do and the marketing did what it was supposed to do, and it got a lead, and it got a lead to respond. And that's all that marketing is. Now, of course, High Level does so much more for marketing than just automations. They can also do social planners where you can connect all of your social medias or all of your clients' social medias in one spot and be able to post everything at once and schedule it so you don't have to keep posting every single day. You can also go to the reportings tab where you're going to see all of your Google and Facebook ad analytics, which is super nice because your clients can see everything that you're doing in the back end as well. Once again, this is for running a marketing agency and using High Level in the back end. And the list goes on and on. You can build websites in seconds. You can do reputation management to build up reviews, import all their contacts, their calendars, set up appointments. You can have a dashboard with opportunities so you can see their pipeline, how much money everything's making, profit margins, all of that stuff. It's all here. It does everything. And that's kind of my point. If you can white label High Level and own your own software company and give them something this powerful and charge normal software prices like $97 a month, $300 a month, $500 a month, then I really don't understand the full SMMA option, which is charging $2,000, $3,000 a month to go press the same buttons that I just pressed in this video that any business owner can do, especially local business owner, and get very similar results. Now, of course, yes, there are marketing agencies that will watch this and be like, no, they can't get the same results as us. And I agree. There are some marketing agencies out there that crush, that do amazing, and will get unbelievable results that the business owner just couldn't get themselves. However, a business owner can 100% get results doing everything I just did in this video. And you could literally show them what buttons to press, how to run the ad, and just sell them the software. And in my opinion, it's the best route to go. And I'll give you an example of why I think this is the best route to go. I used to run ads for almost all of my clients, and every single one ended in the same way. Hey, this is getting a little costly. It's getting a little much. I was charging $800,000, $900,000 a month. And it finally got to the point where it was a lot of work for me. I was running all these ads. I was going back and forth. It just wasn't fun, but they all loved the software. They all loved texting back their customers on the little lead connector app. They love adding tasks and notes and having everything organized in one place. And they just really like the software as a whole. So I came to the conclusion with most of my clients later on that they can run their own ads. Just use my system and it's going to make your life that much easier. And then I became a software guy. I was selling multiple units at $300 a month, $100 a month, $200 a month, and I was stacking monthly recurring revenue while keeping my workload pretty consistent and not overwhelming at all. So yes, I could go way more in depth on High Level, and I do that in my YouTube channel. So if you want to check that out, please do. But I just really want to make a video about social media marketing agencies. I don't think it's a bad idea to run marketing through High Level for different clients, at least in the beginning, to show them how it works, and then pull back and become a SaaS company. I would so much rather have 100 clients at $100 a month than 10 clients at $1,000. And if you don't agree with me, then I'm sorry, you just haven't been in this industry. So for anybody new who's watching this and you're about to start an SMMA journey or something along those lines, please check out the free course in the description below. Learn how I started a successful SaaS company, and maybe, just maybe, it'll change your mind or at least let you adapt. So if you start losing your high-end clients, you can at least convert them into SaaS customers. I really hope that helps some of you guys who are watching and trying to make that transition right now. So once again, please check out the link in the description below. You're going to find my free course with a free trial to Go High Level, the greatest software platform on the planet. You're going to get 30 free days with my link, and you'll also get in touch with me. You can message me, text me, whatever whatever you want, I will get back to you, and I'll make sure everything runs smoothly. You will also get my affiliates only course when you become my affiliate. So if you've signed up with my link and you haven't gotten my second course, please message me so we can make sure everything went through. I've noticed that does happen every once in a while. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.